Hi guys, I'm Kane Harrison. Welcome to Nashville Health and Wellness Programming. Today we are joined with Suzanne Gentry and Hayley Wilson of Wang Vision. Both are part of the marketing team there. There's an amazing staff and a great facility, and we're going to dip into that a little bit today. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Suzanne, let's start with you. You've been with Dr. Wang for quite some time.
Yes, 10 years.
What an amazing experience it must be. He's obviously a fantastic surgeon, but also injected himself into the Nashville community on all kinds of different levels. And you've seen that process by being around him. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. He is just the most brilliant physician I've ever had the privilege of working with. And just beyond his PhD in laser physics and his education, you know, Harvard and MIT, all of that. He is just always the first in the world, first in the state. Any new technology that comes around, he's the first. And it is just amazing, especially interacting with him and patients. And they can pretty much be from any walk of life, on any career path, and he knows something about it. So he's the most multifaceted person I've ever met. So just every day is just a new revelation of what else he knows about. It's amazing.
Yeah. And Hayley, I know that you haven't been a part of the team for quite as long as Suzanne has, but obviously you very much enjoy being there. And you've also got your own story in that Dr. Wang actually fixed your vision.
He did about 2.5 years ago. I'm from Knoxville, but my grandparents are from Nashville, and they said, you know, it's time for you to have Lasik. All your other cousins have done it, and so you're not going to anybody but Dr. Wang. And so we drove over here, had surgery with him. Best experience that I could have imagined. My vision was terrible to begin with, and next day I was seeing 20/20 with Lasik. So I couldn't be more appreciative of him, and then ended up getting a job at Wang Vision. So it's a great story, and so I get to see both sides. I get to see him as a patient, and I get to see him now as my boss, and both experiences have been wonderful.
That's fantastic. Let's talk about before, when your eyes perhaps weren't so good. So were you in contacts or did you have glasses?
Both. I got glasses when I was, I think, in first grade. I started to get contacts in fourth grade because I started to play sports and stuff like that. So, and then I had surgery when I was 22. So it was a long time of bad vision, and it was so bad. I mean, I couldn't see the big E on the chart when I came for my first exam, and my mom was like, "Wow, I didn't realize your vision was that bad." So,
let's hope you didn't drive from Knoxville.
I didn't. I always have my glasses or contacts on, so don't you worry. But yeah, he had a lot to fix, and I actually had kind of a rare vision because my astigmatism was really high. So I was told I wasn't a candidate in Knoxville, and so I knew that he was a specialist in astigmatism, and he did great. He fixed my astigmatism, and I'm still seeing 20/20 2.5 years later.
Unbelievable. You can see that big E and now even the small one. Now, Suzanne, I know, as we touched on, you've been with Dr. Wang for 10 years. You must have heard this kind of story time and time again of people walking through the door who have said, you know, everyone else has told me that we can't get this fixed. And then, lo and behold, Dr. Wang is on the case. Tell us about some of those.
That's right. Oh, just being on the phones with prospective patients for 10 years. It's like Hayley said, that Dr. Wang specializes in astigmatism. A lot of times that is not treatable with Lasik. A lot of times you can get your nearsightedness and farsightedness treated, but most surgeons will say you're not a candidate if you have severe astigmatism. And so it's just been such a pleasure to have so many patients who have been told by other surgeons they weren't a candidate. And what I say on the phone to them is just give Dr. Wang a try. If he tells you you're not a candidate, then you truly are not a candidate. But time and time again, he is able to treat the kinds of vision issues and, you know, patients who have different things going on that no one else would touch. In fact, some of our competitors often send us patients that are beyond their skill level. So it is, that's a thrill to have somebody come in. And even though we have a lot of celebrity patients, the most, you know, satisfying patient to see is the one who's pretty much legally blind. They have to hold something right here to be able to see anything. And then they come out of surgery and they can see, like clearly. And we're talking, you will see a big burly guy in tears.
Well, probably all
It's
you guys
emotional.
too. A lot of the times, it's so emotional.
Yes,
Oh, it is emotional.
absolutely.
And I know that's perhaps at the extreme end, but even yourself, I mean, the average person who kind of has to, Dr. Wang, I think, calls it the short arm syndrome when we talk to him. But just to not have to have contacts and not have to have glasses, I mean, you can be an advocate for this. To the outside world, not so life-changing, so to speak, but for you, incredibly life-changing. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, especially the first time that I flew on a plane or I drove to the beach with my family. I didn't have to pack my contacts, my glasses case, solution. I mean, it's a lifestyle, and even to this day, I still, when I wake up in the morning, I want to reach for my bedside table for my glasses.
Yeah.
I still have those thoughts, so it is definitely life-changing, especially you go that long with contacts and glasses. So yeah, it's amazing.
Now, I know obviously you guys are a part of the marketing team, and Dr. Wang does such a fantastic job of marketing, and of course Talkopolis, so thankful to be a part of that now. For many years, Dr. Wang has ran seminars, so to speak, and you guys see that being the #1 way to attract clients, and that's because, I guess, of that proximity to Dr. Wang. Talk about kind of the seminar and how that's so vital to potential clients coming in.
Well, oh gosh, in so many ways it is beneficial. First of all, a person interested in any one of the procedures, whether it's 3D Lasik, 3D Forever Young lens surgery, or 3D laser cataract surgery, monthly we have these seminars where people can come and have access to Dr. Wang himself. He actually runs the seminar. So even before they're a patient, they can get information, their questions answered, hear testimonials from patients, just a wealth of information before they're ever even a patient. So it is just a great way to not only get a free education, and that's what I tell people on the phone, before you go and have a procedure on something as precious as your vision, which most people consider their most valuable sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
then this is something you want to attend, even if you don't come here, which I'm sure you will, but it is a way to get the information you need to make the best choice. Because even when you're calling around to different places, you want to know what to ask, you want to know what to look for and what to avoid. So the seminars really give you all of that information.
Well, we've so much enjoyed having you on the Nashville Health and Wellness program, and we're of course going to come back and talk a little bit more about some other things, including Dr. Wang's foundation, some wonderful other things that he does do, and we'll be right back on Nashville Health and Wellness.